Hey guys, Lisa recently had an appraisal in her company and now she wants to buy a car. But the problem is she doesn't know much about cars. So here you can see these are the advertisers or marketers from different brand and they have started preparing to convert Lisa, who's a potential customer, into their real customer. So what a advertiser or marketer needs to do so that they can sell their brand to the Lisa. Let's understand whether Levitt-Steiner model, also known as hierarchy of effects model, will help any of the marketers or not. Let's see. Hello everyone, I am Dr. Vijay. Today we'll learn about Levitt-Steiner or the hierarchy of effects model, which was created in 1961 by Robert J. Levitt and Gary A. Steiner. This model is known as a hierarchy because the number of consumers moving from one stage to next reduces. There may be a lot of consumers that see the product advertisement, but not everyone will make a purchase. Okay? After taking this lecture, you should be able to describe the steps in Levitt-Steiner model, predict the customer psychology and behavior at different stages, implement the relevant advertisement at different stages. Here we have Levitt-Steiner or the hierarchy of effects model. This marketing communication model suggests that there are 6 steps from viewing a product advertisement to product purchase. Okay, these 6 steps can be split into 3 stages of consumer behavior, that is cognitive, affective and conative. In case of cognitive or thinking, the consumer becomes product aware and gathers product knowledge. Okay, in affective or feeling, which holds 3 steps of the model, the consumer likes the product brand and builds confidence in it. And the third stage of consumer behavior is conative or behavior, where the consumer buys the product brand. Okay, you know, the job of advertiser is to promote the 3 behaviors so that consumer proceeds to conative behavior and purchases the product. Let's see what happens in case of Lisa. The first step is awareness. This is a very challenging step as there is no guarantee that the customer will be aware of the product brand after they view the advertisement. Okay, in our case, Lisa will come across many advertisements but will only remember few brands. Here, in this step, the customer becomes aware of the product through advertising. So our advertisement needs to be eye-catchy and unique. And as far as advertisement types is concerned, it's expected that we'll use slogan or classified ads at this stage. Then we have knowledge, and at this step the customer begins to gain knowledge about the product and he may sail through internet, may visit certain retail advertisers or may come across certain product packaging, etc. Lisa will also come across many modes of advertisement, and it has been observed that the consumers quickly move to competitor brands if they do not get desired information. Here, the advertiser's job is to ensure product information is easily available. The best way is to use the informative or descriptive ads which will provide required information to consumers. Okay. In its next step, as the title states, here we ensure that the consumer or the customer likes our product. Here our marketers or advertisers needs to keep in mind what features can they promote to encourage the customers to like their product. If we observe the kind of advertisement, the best suited are image advertisement, status or glamour copy, which will bring an association between the customer and the brand. Here in case of preference, advertisers want the consumers to disconnect from rival products and focus on their particular product. Advertisers needs to highlight their brand benefits and unique selling points so that the customers, here in our case Lisa, can differentiate it from competitors' brand. Here, the preferred type of advertisements are competitive ads or persuasive copy clearly helps the customer to differentiate between competitive brands. Okay, then we have our next stage is the conviction. The next stage is, or this stage is about creating the customer's desire to purchase the product. Here advertisers are supposed to encourage conviction by allowing consumers to test or sample the product. For example, in our case, different advertisers will invite Lisa to take test drive of their cars. This way, consumers feel confident about safe purchase of the product and also about how does it feel and comfort, etc. Here, the testimonials, price deal offers, last chance offers, retail ads, etc. are used to promote the brand and build confidence among customers about their safe purchase. Testimonials and best price offers usually creates an urge among the customers to buy the product. Okay. Finally, we are on our most awaited step from the marketer's or advertiser point of view, and it's purchase. Having proceeded through the above stages, the advertisers want the customers to purchase their product. This stage needs to be simple and easy. Otherwise, the customer will get fed up and walk away without a purchase. For example, if Lisa is given a variety of payment options and loan facility, etc., that will encourage purchase, while a complicated and slow website discourage purchases. Okay? Point of purchase ads bring more confidence among customers about their decisions of buying a particular brand and is must for repeat sales and positive word of mouth. So finally, we can say that this model shows the process by which the advertising works and assumes that a consumer passes through a series of steps in sequential order from initial awareness of a product or service to actual purchase. The best thing is that this model takes into account the cognizance of the competitive situation. Such competition may arise between brands of a product or even between substitute products. Okay, now let me ask you a question. Could you guess who sold their brand to Lisa? Here she is. Hope you enjoyed the lecture. Thanks for patience learning. Feel free to drop your feedback. Thank you.